the 2015 Telstra South Australian Businesswoman's Government and Academia Award winner is Professor Pascale, University of Adelaide.
Well, good evening everyone, and thank you very much to the team at Telstra and to the sponsors who worked so hard on creating this amazing event. I would like to start by acknowledging that we meet tonight on Ghana land and that we respect their spiritual relationship to the land and the wisdom of their elders past and present. I suppose in a night like tonight, one can genuinely ask how a French woman with a marketing degree and an interest in consumer behavior, whose parents left school at 14 and worked so hard all their lives, could end up here in South Australia, nominated in the government and academia category in one of the most prestigious awards a businesswoman can get. The answer, which actually I happen to believe is the answer to just about every mystery in the universe, is pure serendipity. It took the passion of a great math teacher in an otherwise rather dull Catholic school I attended as a child to ignite a curiosity and a thirst to understand. A French singer-songwriter who happens to be the great-grandson of Dreyfus, who's a man who knows a little bit about, I suppose a much maligned man who knows quite a bit about ignorance, once wrote that to understand is to step through a wall. And I think education is just about that. It's about opening a door where there was once only bricks and solid concrete. It is also a passion for a language that is not my own, English, that made me decide that I would live in an English-speaking country. Although at the time, and I was 12, my heart was very much set on England and London. And I guess it is sheer determination that made me beat the odds and get into a business school, one of the competitive business schools in France, where I was fortunate enough to earn a scholarship to study in the US. And it is most definitely the horror of Ohio winters that made me decide not to stay in a place like that and to opt instead to go and do a PhD in New Zealand. As my father once told me, short of going to the moon, you couldn't get any further. I think he meant it too. And so it was that I came to Australia as a Kiwi, as you can hear, recruited green and young to join the business school at the University of Adelaide. And what started then is a love story of thought. Because working for a university is like nothing else. It is the most amazing privilege. Not only do we create knowledge on a daily basis, but we also distribute it, and we scatter it around the globe with every fresh-faced graduate who leaves us, a third of whom to return to their home country. And for those of you who think that education is a soft industry, let me say this. The gift of education is the most lethal of weapons. Nothing can dispel ignorance and bigotry. Nothing can vaporize violence and war as effectively as education can. Equally, nothing can build bridges and settle arguments as powerfully as knowledge can. And because knowledge is a global construct, it is also the perfect passport for the global future in which our children, all of our children, are about to embark for. And so it is perhaps not so random, after all, that a French woman with a New Zealand passport should find herself as the most senior woman at the University of Adelaide, and one that happens to be in charge of the international strategy for a 140-year-old institution ranked in the top 1% in the world. Stranger things, I assure you, will happen. So for me, the gift of tonight and the honor of this award comes from those very many random turns and events that made it all possible. And as I stand here, very much humbled by this, I only wish to say this. To my amazing mother, a cancer survivor who taught me never to give up, to my beautiful daughters who came from India through the protracted and yes, rather random process of adoption, to the amazingly inspirational women I have met over the course of this process, and who I assure you are just as deserving and more so than I am. And to the people, some of my colleagues, amazing colleagues who are here with me tonight, and to the many, many other people who helped me along the way. This award is for you. Thank you.